I'm making another video right now. Brother Lion coming at you semi-live. Alexander here in the flesh. So, I'm just saying, man. I think that I was Jesus. If it's true, I get to be a monk in this lifetime. That would be cool. Let me think, what else? If it's true, I'm gonna get to meet world leaders. If it's true, some prophecies that I believe in and others believe in might come true. Which means justice, progress, peace, strength, unity, strength through unity. And unity through the good foundation that the world already has of strength. Alright, check this out. What evidence do I have? Alright. How could I prove it? I can do this. Check this out. Georgia, Georgia. Nobody taught me how to do that. I grew up in California. They don't sing like that here. What else? How many scars do I have? It's evidence of a journey. I got scar right there. What's up, bro? I got scar right there. I got these scars. I'm trying to show that I've been a participant of life. That's all. What else? What other evidence do I have? I'm Jewish. I was born into a Jewish family. What else? I'm on an ego trip right now, slightly. Which means I'm human, like everybody. I get all excited about who I'm perceiving myself to be. Feeling important. Wanting attention, wanting acknowledgement, wanting recognition. Wanting success, wanting popularity, wanting esteem. I'm human. What else? I'm trying to think, man. I'm thinking, trying to find what might be evidence. I have faith. I have strong faith in humanity. That's not something that everybody has. A lot of people have humanity within them. Maybe most, maybe half, I don't know. But I traveled and I put my thumb out on the side of the road and caught rides with people for 6 to 7 years on and off. I sought to bless places in the name of God, the Most High, regardless of whatever darkness I felt. Ironically, until I grew out of my naivete and my innocence in this world, understanding that darkness has a place in this world too, and that I didn't necessarily have a right to ask these spirits or these places that felt dark or scary on land or in empty houses or within my family or within our emotions, so many layers, levels to be expelled. Let's see what else Mang. What else? I used to think that Jesus was an anarchist. That was my belief as a teenager. So I told myself, what do I do if I really was this notorious person in a past lifetime? What do I do now? I kind of shaped and formed my own path based on what he did. I read books about Jesus. I asked myself what he did. I said he probably traveled to the Orient. He was probably a monk. He probably left the homeland and learned from other teachers and returned back home in a very foreign perspective, that of himself. He saw things differently than when he left. So I tried that. I said, I'm going to go to Israel. So I went to Israel when I was 20. And then I felt that I wanted to be a priest. I felt compelled, a very young person, very young age, I think, to want to be a priest. I experienced a form of enlightenment. I felt my bliss body when I was 19, just a year before. Excuse me. My own personal symbolism. I'm with an Arab woman right now in my personal relationship. I think that me being Jewish and her being Arab could lead to peace because I still have my own personal life. It's not as though I followed a perfect plan, as if a second coming of that soul that is Jesus was perfectly planned. When I got to Israel, I tried to make myself a turban. I was very fond of Sadhguru, and I thought that I would be a yogi. I practiced yoga and meditation for 2 years, maybe almost 3 years, on and off, and I recited God's names, different names that I was familiar with. And then I was wearing this linen that I put around my head. It was a scarf. It probably looked really unbalanced and wrong, and probably part of my head was showing. It was just a makeshift turban on top of my head, just to represent the Indian community that I learned from and that I wanted to be a guru or a teacher, but I was too young for that. So God, I think, intervened, and I was sitting in the driver's seat of my partner's car that I met in Israel, my partner that we're still with one another. And I fainted and I fell out of the car while it was parked. And her son was there, and I asked him what happened, and he said I fainted. So I think that was an intervention of the divine, or an intervention of collaborative intention of the people around me, saying, what is this guy walking around pretending he's so mature? Thinking that he can teach our people when he's from America and he's only been here a few months. Thinking he knows it all. I was very naive. I had a good heart though. Pure heart. I wanted to argue all the time though. If you say one thing about war, I'll get in your face. How can you think war is justifiable? How can you think that killing innocent people, genocide, murder, killing is justifiable? How can you think a gun is the right thing? How can you think? And then I came back home to America. They've been fighting for thousands of years. The whole world has been fighting for thousands of years. A struggle to get your hamburger, that's a fight. Approaching an animal in the wild, I imagine hunting, is a fight. But you have to eat, and people have to eat. And so that's why war is justifiable. What else? Let's see. I had visions in Las Vegas of Jesus. I had visions in jail of Jesus walking to the crucifixion. I had visions when I was a photographer working for wedding events at the age of 19. And I would do events in Catholic churches for quinceañeras too. Young girls celebrating their 15th year in the Hispanic community. An old tradition, I suppose. I don't know. I'm ignorant about it. And so I just know it's a Hispanic tradition. I looked at the walls and saw I wasn't going to say the diagrams, the etchings on the wall, the pictures, the sculptures of Jesus being carried to the cross, with his cross being carried to where it would be planted, and he would be planted. And I knew it was me. And it was very frightening. I didn't tell anybody. I wasn't particularly close with my family, my mother and my sister. I grew up in a very traumatized household. My father wasn't there. So a lot of bad things happened to my family when we were growing up because he wasn't there to protect us. A lot of bad things happened. But more than 20 years later, I love him and I forgave him. I forgave him. I talked to him. It had been more than 20 years since I talked to him. So, I don't know what's supposed to happen now. I guess I just continue walking my path and go back to Israel as I'm planning to do this year, where my partner is waiting for me. And I go live my life. I play music. I'm a singer. I used to be a writer. I paint sometimes. Just like so many people, so many millions and billions of people in this world. When we're kids, we all are creative and imaginative. And then some of us keep up with it, and then some of us don't, but it still lives inside of us. So I'm saying so much of the world, a majority of the world is creative and artistic. And so I'm a part of that. I'm proud of that. So I'm gonna post this video now on YouTube and see if anybody believes me. I think that would be crazy. Not because I want to, ironically or unfortunately, selfishly, selflessly, but because selfishly. I want to gain notoriety. I want to forward my own life. I want to be centered. I want to have a safe place to live. I want to do my job here on earth, here on this wild planet, this wild world. I want to see if somebody believes me, to see if what I'm feeling inside myself is true, inside my heart. It never hurts to get verification from the outside. It doesn't hurt for somebody else to tell me, oh, you're a nice singer, you're a good singer, you're talented, you're skilled, you sound lovely. That doesn't do any harm to me. It helps grow me. Even though I know I sound beautiful, I'm a lovely singer. Ooh, and when I sing those love notes for my lady, I love singing to her. Makes her happy. She just feels calm, and I feel like I can help her to be happier. Anyways, I'm going to post this on YouTube. God bless everyone. That's what I like to say. May the world know peace. God bless America. God bless Israel. God bless all the nations of the world. May all people be happy and healthy. Amen.